Hello there. This is going to be a general love reading for all signs. We are preparing, well, not really preparing. I wouldn't want to use the words prepare. Well, maybe we are. A lot of people feel this like energy of like a storm coming, right? I mean, it's this unpredictable energy. I went live on Instagram today, xi_Missy_xi. It's my only Instagram. Don't get duped by the fake accounts. You know it's me because there's like 36,000 followers or subs there or whatever. Follow me there, okay? But in any case, I went live there today because I wasn't planning to. But I got all these messages all day from people saying, you got to go live and feel this out. Like, you have to go live and feel this out. And so I did. And it was just like, honestly, it was just all the energy of Aquarius. Because like 4 or 5 planets are in Aquarius. We've talked about this recently. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is unpredictable. So the storm that's brewing, it's one of those unpredictable things, right? Because it feels like, is it going to be a light rain? Is it going to be a tornado? Is it going to be a fucking hurricane? What kind of hurricane? What category? Right? So it's just like, and even just feeling it out, it's like you're not going to be able to prepare for it. It's not, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not that it's bad. It's just, it's going to be what you want. It's definitely going to be what you want. It's just not going to be what you were expecting. So it's different. I'm going to go straight to the tarot today. No bullshitting around. Let's get straight to it. Huh. You guys know I hate bending down in non-sexual positions. Queen of Swords. Of course it would be. Of course it's the Queen of Swords. Of course it is. But look at her. Look at what's different about her in this particular deck. She's clutching her heart because that's the storm. Oh my God, that's the storm. She's falling. She feels something. Strength. Oh, and the Hierophant, Jesus Christ. It's having the strength to be vulnerable. Because there's some sort of higher level of commitment that's coming in. A divine relationship. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? This feminine falls in love. That's the storm. That's the storm. It's got the chills head to toe. The storm. Oh my God. It landed on top of the Hierophant. It is a committed divine relationship. The 4 of Wands. That's marriage. That's union. And look at the Queen of Pentacles. You see how she has this offer? That is some sort of offer of commitment that's coming in. And she's clutching at her chest because she can't believe it. Because it's like, you know how when you're waiting so long for something and you kind of just are like, meh. And then it's literally standing right in front of her and she just is like clutching her heart like my cup runneth over. It's like total disbelief. She can't believe it's actually here, holding a pentacle. That's reality. It's real deal. It's not the thought. It's not the idea. It's not a dream. The pentacle symbolizes it's something that comes to her in real life, real deal, 3D. I mean, it's love. She's going to meet someone that's her match. Because otherwise, how are you going to crack the Queen of Swords? How do you crack the... You can't. You can't. She is impenetrable. She is bulletproof. The Queen of Swords is this energy of like, she's bulletproof. She's literally bulletproof. Nothing gets through. Or should I say no one? No one penetrates through. No one. Two of Swords, you do not fucking see. Oh my God. Oh my God, you don't see it coming. See how she's blindfolded and the big full moon? Full moon symbolizes what you don't see coming. It's secret, it's hidden. You don't see this motherfucker coming. They won't let you. I talked about that all in my live today on Instagram. Because if you knew what was coming, you'd have time to talk yourself out of it. You'd have time to overthink it. You'd have time to say, no, I don't want someone like that. No, I don't want that kind of job. No, it's not going to happen like that. Or if they had told you, you're going to meet them at the grocery store. It would throw off you destined to fated to go at this time to this place. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're going to overthink it and go to the grocery store, what, 7 times a day? It almost like cannot be foretold in detail because it will throw off the destined and fated way of which it happens or it's going to come. But it's also because you don't have time. You're not going to have time to fucking talk yourself out of it or compare. Well, they're only 6'1". Bitch, shut up. 9 of Swords. Death. There's a lot of anxious energy here. See that? That Page of Pentacles is some sort of communication. Because it's a page. Pages are messengers. Whatever this one small tiny thing is, it changes everything with the death. It marks the end of something and the birth of something new. It's a threshold. Like midnight hour. I was talking about that on my live today. I had like an epiphany. You know, for years I've channeled, they come at the midnight hour. And I was thinking about that. I was like, wait, midnight is a threshold because it's that threshold of the day of, right? Going into the next day. It's a threshold. I'm not saying they're going to come at midnight your time, PST. It's symbolic. Moon is also cycles and phases. Because 2 cards here have a huge, gorgeous full moon. And the moon, it's secrets and hidden emotions and shit like that, right? What you don't see coming, but it also symbolizes cycles and phases. You're cycling out of a phase and going into another one. You're crossing a threshold. And golly gee almighty, wow. Good golly, Miss Molly, it's looking like this is going from single to not. There is fear here with the 9 of Swords. Because I think that they're going to be scared. They're frightened. They're nervous. I mean, look at him. He's looking down. He's so humble. He's not cocky. He's not like, yeah, look at what I got. He's just humbled in the presence of the Queen of Swords. He's humbled. And also, can I point out that they're a match? They're equally yoked because it's the King and the Queen of Pentacles. They both bring the same shit to the table. We talked about this. That's a mirror soul. You, all the qualities you are and have, they're going to have, and it's magnetically attracting in your match. They're nervous. He's not even looking her in the eye. In both of the cards, the page nor the king is looking her in the eye. They may actually have thoughts of, for a split second, feeling like if they have even enough to offer. Will they reject my offer? I mean, you can see he's clearly extremely abundant. He's got a huge treasure chest full. This is someone really financially successful and abundant. Somebody here who probably is like a catch and everybody wants, but you see how he's nervous with her. And in both cards, neither is saying a word. They're both looking down. It's almost like there are no words, only action. This might not be a big talker. Their love language might be providing, might be giving stability, right? Doing real things, doing stuff. Because it's all 3D with the pentacles. They don't have a lot to say. That's just the way they are. They probably just do. They're a doer. It's how they show their love and affection. They may actually give gifts too. The sun. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. But you know what's funny about the sun and how they're both not able to look her in the eye? It's like looking at the sun. It's so bright and it's so glorious, you can't stare at it for very long. That's what they see when they look at you. I got the chills. It's like looking in the sun. It's so bright and just so beautiful and just amazing. But it's so bright and powerful that you can't even like look at it for long. It's painful. There's something here about, oh my God, you guys remember this? Oh my God, you guys remember? Oh my God, I'm gonna freak out. You guys remember this? You guys know how one of my absolute favorite TV shows of all time is My So-Called Life? And I've quoted this from the show for years. And every so often I get the urge to rewatch the whole thing again. I've got all the DVDs, I own them. And you remember in that show, they're talking about what love is like supposed to be like, or like what is it that someone feels when they're in love. And the quote from the show is, "You are so beautiful, it hurts to look at you." You are so beautiful, it hurts to look at you. It's like looking in the sun. You are so beautiful, it hurts to look at you. Six of Wands. So are they really protected? They're really trying to protect themselves. See, Two of Cups. It's love. It's a match. It's a pairing. It's a soul connection. This person's really guarded because they've never felt like this, where it brings a man like this to their knees, makes them nervous. They're afraid to say the wrong thing. They can't say anything. They don't know what to say. They may have put their foot in their fucking mouth before, stuttering Stanley. I don't know. It could be different for everybody, right? But they feel it when they look at her. So they might try not to look at you. Because every time they look at you, they're overwhelmed. I guarantee you they stare at you when you're not looking. That could even mean like looking at your social media when you're not aware. but I guarantee you they stare at you if you guys are in vicinity physically of each other. I guarantee they've stared at you when you're not looking. Because to look you in the eye, they're afraid you're going to see it written all over them. They're afraid if they look you in the eye, the eyes, Chico, they never lie, right? Scarface. The eyes, Chico. How you know she love you? The eyes, Chico. They never lie. And it's like he's afraid that if he looks at her too long and she sees him, it'll out him. Do you know what I mean? It'll out him. Got the Tree of Life here with this 10 of Pentacles. This connection, this ain't your first fucking rodeo, bitch. This is an ancient connection, and I mean ancient. This is before there were physical bodies. There's something about this that makes me feel like this connection is ancient. It goes beyond biblical. This is before ancient Egypt. This shit is otherworldly. Like you both come from the same fucking star. Like you both come from the same planet. Far, far in a galaxy far, far away. They're very guarded. I can't keep like, all I feel, they're very guarded. Hanged Man. Eight of Swords, yeah. And when there's moments of no communication or pause, they're overthinking. See how it's green around his head and not regular light like normally in all the other decks? Hangman always has like a white light. See how it's green? Because that's a fucking heart chakra. It's almost as if like, you know how people talk about head over heart? Heart over head. It's just almost like it's connected for him. Like he understands what he feels and now it's a connection he's made. There's a moment of pause, of nothing happening when the connection is made. Meaning they feel it and they understand what they're feeling. They get it. I think that they may have tried to talk themselves out of it. They tried not to see it. Remember, they don't want to look at you. They don't want to look at you. Because they're afraid it's going to out them. They're afraid to look at you because you're so beautiful. It's like looking into the sun. How can you without crying? It's almost like if they were to look at you long enough, and I fucking swear to God, this is what I feel. If they were to literally look at you long enough and the two of you in the exact perfect moment stared in each other's eyes, you would both cry. Like you both would cry. Because it's almost like the souls recognizing each other, right? They always say, right, the eyes are the windows to the soul. So almost as if like the souls would recognize each other and weep. The physical body would weep to mimic what the souls are feeling, because it's like, oh my God, there you are. I found you again. It's you. It's all in the eyes. And I find it funny that she's blindfolded in this one. She's covering her eyes and looking down. This one's blindfolded. And then remember we talked about the two earlier with the Page of Pentacles and the King. They refuse to look at her. They're looking down. I mean, you can't make that up. No, you can't. I mean, if this isn't fucking reek of union, I don't know what does. And not union that people are promising you out there on fucking platforms, on TikTok and on YouTube here and Instagram, that, oh yeah, this fuckface is the one for you. No, because that's not divine. It's not sacred. No. No. This is something pure. I mean, dare I say true love. And I know that term, that those words have been thrown around so much that it's lost its sacredness, but not to me. I've just always believed in true love, right? The thing that poets have written about, movies have been about, songs and paintings, and all artists have been inspired by very Romeo and Juliet kind of a love, right? Like, it's the kind of love that goes beyond physical, and it's unconditional, and it's real, and it's pure, and it's truthful, and it's raw. And it is like the perfect match. It's like the key that fits into the lock. And you see why, right? He's very guarded with that Six of Wands energy. It's like he's trying to keep himself locked up, but she's the key. Somehow she gets in there and opens him up and starts to get his heart to feel. So you can tell that this particular masculine is maybe open to love, but he's not searching for it. And if he was searching for it, he's never found it. But my gut tells me he's not like actively searching. I just don't think so. The crow, bitch, fuck that. Earlier we had the crows on my live, and I've told you guys for years, they've channeled to me that the crows announce it. Crows are an extremely magical bird. They're an omen. Every time I travel to the mainland and I hear them, I get the chills. We don't have them in Hawaii. So every time I travel and I hear them, I'm always like fucking, ah. Crows announce it. Look at how the crow comes in, announces it, and blows her right back. It blows her back. She looks like she's in a fucking wedding dress too. I picked this particular picture. It's also the backing of my Midnight Hour Oracle because it's stunning. It speaks so much in just the picture. I mean, it does. Just left me speechless when I saw it. She's dressed in like a wedding dress, and this crow comes in, and it's so powerful what the crow brings, it literally blows her back. It's coming. The fuck is that? The bridge. The bridge is coming up nonstop. The bridge says unite, connection, and communication. So it is 2 cards about communication, sure. But what's really funny though is that can also be, you know, connecting the dots. Remember I said like in the Hanged Man, around their head is green because they're connecting the dots of like what they feel, and now they understand what they're feeling. But this bridge for me is also bridging the gap. Yeah, it's the 2 of you coming together, but it's more so like about everything you've always wanted sits in a vortex. And you guys know this if you've ever listened to Abraham Hicks, who Esther Hicks channels, right? And they talk about that like every single thing we could ever desire sits in this dimension, this energy space called the vortex. And how funny it was that now I'm thinking about it, my live earlier today on Instagram, I got my vortex card from this deck, which is thresholds, openings, cycles, and shit like that, right? So it's bridging the gap of every single thing you've ever wanted and dreamed of, and it's actually coming into the 3D, like it's reality. And it's almost like when you look at this bridge card, it's as if like the universe is going to open up the bridge and put it right in front of you, and you have to be brave enough to walk across it. You guys have to both be brave enough to meet each other halfway. It's a test of courage and vulnerability and bravery. Can you meet each other halfway? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Past life, I told you I was ancient. I told you it wasn't your first rodeo. Instant connection, unfinished business, soul recognition. What did I talk about with the eyes? It's like I'm psychic or something. Bitch, I fucking told you. I told you, it's in the eyes. And I swear to fucking God, if this pans out, there's going to be a moment the 2 of you are looking into each other's eyes and both get teary-eyed. Because it's literally this recognition of, oh my fucking God, it's you. Oh my fucking God. It's you. You're so beautiful, it hurts to look at you. But it also is this fear and worry of being afraid to look in the eyes and go, oh, it isn't them. Because I think both of you have on many occasions hoped that a connection you were in was the one, and it wasn't. And there's almost this like fear of being wrong again. But you're not going to know until you look in the eyes. You know what I mean? Like, you won't know. Isn't that funny? Look at the magician. He's hiding. He's hiding his face. He's hiding his eyes. Once he recognizes it's her, he comes out and he looks her in the eye. I see you. The crystal ball. Something about this has been prophesized. Yeah, crystal ball speaks of fortune telling, divination, intuition. It's been prophesized. Give the pause. Pride vein. That came out earlier too on Instagram. Death of the ego. Because the vein card talks about pride, ego, and arrogance. So yes, all the things this masculine has to fucking deal with. And I use the analogy, I use the movie Ever After in today's live, which you guys know I fucking love that movie. And it's just like in that movie when Leonardo da Vinci is talking to Henry and basically telling Henry, she's your match. And Henry's mad, right? I won't tell you the story. If you've never seen it, go watch it. But Henry's mad because of something. And he can't get past it. And he's just prideful and he's being egotistical and he's being a fucking pig-headed asshole is what he's being. And, you know, Leonardo da Vinci is saying, look, I know, but she is your match. And he says, yeah, but you know what? Blah, 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 blah. And Leonardo da Vinci tells him straight and says, then you don't deserve her. And it just cut the chills. If they cannot swallow their fucking pride and their ego to meet you on this bridge, they don't deserve you. That is their greatest test. There's, you know, I mean, it's a real masculine thing. It's a real human thing, actually, right? Pride, ego, and shit, but masculines especially. They've really had to battle pride and ego and, you know, being humble and earthly temptations in this life. So there's a reason, there's something. I don't know what, if it's because they just are hell-bent, they don't want to get into another relationship, or if I really don't know. Because each person's going to be very different of what it is that's holding them back. Why this ego part of them and the pridefulness of them is, maybe they just don't want to fall. They don't want to be weak. Because they're looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, if I fall for them, oh, here we go again. All the decisions I made in the past were fucking terrible. Everybody's going to say, see, look, he still can't make good decisions in love. She still can't see the red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at some point, does it fucking matter? If it's the one? Does it fucking matter? You gonna let your pride and ego stop you from being with the love of your life that you have been searching for God knows how many goddamn centuries, lifetimes, 1,000 years? No. The rainbow, a miracle, God's promise, and good luck. You also have the autumn card here, which talks about changes. Something about fall could be connected. Something may have shifted or will shift in fall, whether we're talking last fall or this coming fall. But it is a miracle, because not everybody's going to have this kind of reunion. Not everybody is. And when it comes to you, because it will come to you, Maybe you don't know at the very first second. Maybe the only thing you know when you both meet is soul recognition. I know you. I feel like I've met you before. But you want to know what? There will be a moment in time when it will be absolute sureness. It's the one. But both people, again, have to meet each other on the bridge. That was weird. Oh my God, the compass. The compass is coming home. True north. It literally says, it's like they come back home to you. It's the compass rose. They find their way back. Oh my God, they find their way back home. Oh my God, they find their way back to you. Oh my God, I could cry. I could literally cry. Comes out with the albatross. Good sign or omen. That's what the crow is as well, to an omen. They feel cursed. Feeling cursed is in the albatross card. And that's part of the pride and the ego thing. They feel like they're cursed in love. Oh, I always pick the wrong ones. Coffin. Death. And then the garden. That's a date. Meeting. It's a date. It's public. It's being around people. It's like they feel like they're not alive when they're not with you. Like you, I mean, it's the sun, right? The sun is like life force. When you're not with them, they kind of don't, they can feel the difference when they're with you, talking to you, interacting with you. They feel this like energy fill them up. And they can feel the absence of it when they're not with you in your presence. Now, going back to the garden, talking about meeting, event, a date. There's something coming up. You know, it just, when you look at the card, it looks like Bridgerton. You know, it looks like Victorian times courting. And it reminds me of back in those days, you couldn't be alone. Right? Courting back then, you couldn't be alone. You always had to have a chaperone. So it's almost as if like you guys have always been surrounded by people. And there's going to be a moment the two of you guys are together. Alone. And I believe that shifts everything. Oh my God, bitch, shut the fuck up. It's the swans. I said it on my live on Instagram. I've been seeing the swans again. I saw it last night. A friend of mine sent it to me, a picture, because she saw swans on this candy at a store. I saw it all night. I saw it all day today, getting my hair done. A lady sitting over there by me is talking to the hairdresser, and she randomly says in conversation, oh yeah, I saw 2 black swans. And I'm going, you guys know what it means when I see swans. It means exactly this. The one. A pairing. A perfect match. The mirror. The card says soulmate, twin flame, the one, a pair of things, blooming love, faith, deep soul connection. It's the one, bitch. Funny enough, I used the spirit animal cards today on live, and I got the hummingbird, and gee, I wonder who this is. It's a fucking hummingbird again. And it's funny that I said in that card, it was all about your light being so bright, and now we're talking about how it just, see, we're going into a deeper channel message. It's about you're so beautiful and hurts to look at you. Hummingbird says lightness of being. That's how they feel. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God. When they look at you, it's like staring into the sun. And after a while, you just like, it's too overpowering. It's too powerful. It's your swan. It's the one. If they're brave enough to cross that bridge, now they gotta be lion-hearted. They have to be brave. The card itself says pride and ego. Their pride and ego will fucking destroy this, because it will not allow them to cross that bridge, right? To meet you halfway, for the two of you guys to cross that threshold, to go into this divine union, right? A committed relationship, next level. They will regret it. Remember, you have the albatross. It literally says regret. They'll regret it for the rest of their life. Because for their whole rest of their life, they'll meet new people and never feel that way again. And they'll know that they fucked up. And the universe will not leave you hanging. The universe will bring in another match. Because we all have free will. And if this person chooses free will and the muggle in them is too strong and they muggle out totally, right? And they say, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to do the work. No, I don't want to swallow my pride and ego. No, I want to stay single. I want to be alone. The universe is going to say, okay. Okay. Listen, the universe has our back. It's not just, well, one person. I mean, yeah, it's pre-written. This is the one. But what if they don't want to be the one? What if they don't want to be the one? What if they just literally at the last second say, no, I don't want to. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to fucking be vulnerable. I don't want to open up. I don't want to put in the work. The universe has a backup, and it's not a backup that's a consolation. It will be even better. Better than this? Better than this. Well, the horn out there to confirm that. Let's get into your extended. Should you wish to rent it, click below this video the word more. It's going to bring up all my links. Click on the first one. We're going to do this on my website so I can use the sectional cards. Okay, go on my website, extended readings, and then special love / oracle readings. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. All right. I'm still working on finishing up personal readings. If you're waiting for yours, it means it's just one time to do yours yet. I think I've got about 8 people total left on my list. If you're one of those 8, thank you for being patient. This includes 2024 prediction readings, which I feel like the new year didn't really actually start till February 10th, so nobody fucking panic. Energy is fluid, time is an illusion. And that also includes personal readings for those of you that just wanted a regular personal reading. For those of you that are interested in a personal reading, the only ones I am doing right now are the $244 recorded ones, booked within about 2 to 3 weeks, or the emergency ones, right, which are $300, and that one's booked within 48 to 72 hours, and it's recorded as well. All right, but if you want any of those 2 readings, you just send me the money via my PayPal. My info is below. And then you email me. All right, I'll see you in the extended. Love you, bye.